Yeah, you want it? You want it? You know what's going to happen. Oh, you think that we are scared? Let's go. Show me your 25 damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not how it works. And now we kill it with full moral victory. And of course we get the new cards. And we go this, and we need to draw a land, and then we win. Because then we can kill the guard. We just need a land from the top. Easiest game of my life. Alright. Bro, they are going hard on this game plan. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today, honestly, the Dimir that I absolutely adore. This is how I love playing my control. Drawing cards, removing everything, duressing my opponent's hand so they cannot make the counterplay, and then for the final turn, you Jace them, and this card breaks everyone. Every deck just falls to it. And yeah, honestly, Aggro just falls to this removal, so we don't even need to play the Jace. And the last game you'll see in today's video will exactly show you how dominating this deck can be against aggro decks. And before we start, I just want to say an honest thank you for all of you. Just being here daily on the channel, watching the content, it means a lot to me, and I'm so happy that, you know, we can share Magic together and just have some fun. So really thank you for this. This is appreciated. And with that being said, let's go into some gameplay and have fun. Alright, we take it on the draw, really shuffler. But with this, okay, the tap land on turn 1 is super important, because that means they probably cannot double spell on this turn, which means Edict will hit nicely. But we'll see the matchup. If that's, you know, some kind of... Oh, with this I think this must be like Celestia control or 3-colored control with Up the Beanstalk and Overlords. So we will have to go for the long game. Extremely bad draw for this type of matchup. Like, we already have all the removal we need. We'll kill the I think this will be Overlord, right? They don't have Up the Beanstalk, which is a big deal. Here's the Overlord. I tell you, man, we read them like a book. But will it matter when we draw like this? We need, you know, we have 8 basically value cards with Intimidation Campaigns and the tomes, and we are not drawing the right part of the deck. I think we are forced to go Jace here because of how bad the draw is. This is not the play you want to make, this is the play you need to make. Just because, oh, they had literally the answer on top of their library. Well, let's see if they have one in the hand as well. Up the Beanstalk, their main card for the whole deck. And just pass the turn because I'm close to being... Oh my god. I think they would play it on the earlier turns, right? So the attack, man, we also got mana screwed. Oh, this game is so over. Alright, we will go for the double play because that's the only thing we can do. Bro, this guy has literally everything. Oh my, he has triple Get Lost in 15 cards, double Up the Beanstalk and triple Overlord. Oh my god, what a god of magic. I cannot play the Tome because I will die. We need 2+. Oh my god, this will be hard. So we need to kill one of the creature. They will play probably the White Overlord, right? Because their idea is to try to pressure with Jace. They will draw a land because they are drawing literally 3 cards a turn for free. Oh my, I cannot imagine the draw they have. And they actually ignore Jace because of how incredible their draw is. Let's go with Anoint, because that hits, you know, lower converted cost creatures. Okay, this is important. We actually drew it. So this is a rough choice. We can try to Aether Mill them and prepare for double Jace. Or what? We want to tax their mana. They have 4 mana on the next turn, probably 5. We need to do so much work, but we can try to hit a land for Deadly Cover-Up. So I will literally risk Jace to cut their turn in half. They might go Get Lost into Lockdown to hit our Tome, but it also kills their stuff. They will have the Overlord. This is a bit of a problem, that's why I left mana untapped. Because we might be forced to go for the Throat. It depends. We probably will try to draw with the Tome. But they don't really like the Lockdown play because we get the card back. And they are losing the token. And they have to kill it in order to get Up the Beanstalk value, so they don't really want to do it. Sure. They are drawing a lot of cards and they know that Jace will get them. So our goal is to try... By the way, missing lands is so incredibly punishing here because we actually need 8 mana to even try to play our win con. So I honestly think we might use the Tome completely just to survive. And the Overlord is super annoying, but what can you do? Let's draw a card and hopefully we can stop missing lands. I mean, this is okay. As long as we develop, it's acceptable. Okay, good, good. Alright. We might be getting somewhere. It's too early to go for Deadly Cover-Up. I'm a little bit scared of Zur because it can get some incredibly quick lethals. So I'm considering Deadly Cover-Up just to prevent this. And you know what? I'm not a fan of it, but I think that's the play. I'm sorry, Jace, you were great. We don't care about Get Lost because they cannot answer what we have, but we really care about Zur and basically haste effect that it has. Bindings, sure. Man, that's some packed hand. Oh my god, you have to mill them, you cannot fight against this value. Bro, they are doing 6 cards for... Sorry, they are doing around 8 cards by playing Atraxa. Not even talking about the 7/7, you know, just in the board casually with Flying Death Touch, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Of course, the Lifelink. Bruh. Can they play it? Probably yes. The problem for them is that they know what kills them. Double Jace. So I think they're actually scared to play Atraxa because this means them way harder than anything else. Like, for example, and that's the problem, we need to get to this 8 mana. We won't win without it. So I think we don't scry, we try to draw card. I hope that the life won't matter as much. Alright, we go for the Throat here, we draw a card. That's already 4. Do we want to go for the Throat again? It will translate our next turn, because they definitely need to keep pressuring. So this is a great moment to go for it. Non-token. They will also get this Overlord, and in 2 turns this Overlord, so we really need to be stacked, while also drawing every turn with the Tome. So this won't be easy, but as long as we have 8 mana, 2 good draws win us the game instantly. They might go Atraxa, but she's very expensive. That's basically the whole turn to be answered for a single removal spell. So this should be probably baiting the answer. We take 4 damage, we can get back 4 damage with a Tome later. And here's the main play. They're not impending those Overlords because they want to kill us. They know they are on timer. And they know that every turn we can basically finish the game if we get the right cards. And this is why, so we go for the Throat. But first we draw, because we might get Deadly Cover-Up, which would make things easier. That's why you draw first. Bro, we are good at calling those cards today. Because that's, like, we play a lot of those, so you actually have a decent chance to draw them. Like, if you play 2 or 3, it's probably not something you rely on. If you play 4, I mean, you actually can rely on it. You won't always get it, but you get the idea. So what is the problem? I think the White Overlord is probably the biggest deal here. How many they used? No Zur. 1. They only have 1 in the whole deck though. What are the other cards we care about? I'll be honest, I don't really care about the other cards too much. We could hit their lands. You can do it, right? Card. Bro. I'm literally going for it. And we need to play this so we can draw a card. I think we are going for the Forest. But how man, they play like 2. They play like 2 in the whole deck. And Verge, how many they have? They actually have more Verges. They might be playing 4 off? I don't remember. Overlord doesn't do anything here. How many they have? It's still double Jace, you know? Let's go for this, because this creates clutter, and with Atraxa they can actually hit the last one. Oh, they only have this. That's fine. And we of course want to draw with the Tome. Yeah, this will be hard. The whole game will boil down to, can we draw double Jace? That's it. That's everything. They will draw so many cards. And now they are moment. Sorry about the voice. They are right now impending because they actually want better cards and they want to try to hit better answers. Oh, they have this shift. That's an extremely strong card. So this is the overlord that will happen. We still need to keep drawing because we can only draw with like every turn once. Oh wow, we just needed... Oh my god, we are at 19 cards. This guy just drew 13 cards more casual. Edict is a nice one. It answers the problem very nicely. Yeah, it doesn't target though. So I think we play Reef. We don't have a single Jace, which is unfortunate. I think we go this, just to try to maximize our cardo. Because every card might be the difference between winning and losing. One removal in the key moment will be what decides the game. And deadly cover-ups are amazing because they get basically us a free pass against everything. And they can bounce it, right? It's instant, they can bounce it. This will be a problem. But it resolves first, so Edict will actually go around it. It will actually go around it, and we want to tax their mana. Okay, I kinda like it. Now we are starting to have some cardo on our own. It took forever, but you know what? Oh, and they're going for it. They want to pressure. That's fine. That is fine. And now we go like... Edict is really nice. They don't... I mean, they might have another. I think you play 2 or 3 in this deck. We really need to make sure that we don't die very quickly. Because we still didn't hit a single... we hit a single Jace, right? During the whole game. Alright. They get this. And I will mute because it's... I know that there will be your go soon, so it just... You know, it pressures me, alright? So I think... Do we want to risk it? We might as well risk it on the next turn, right? They only get 1 card difference. So unless this card is Scroll Shift, it doesn't matter if we do it now. And even if they have the card... Even if they have the card, we want to do it on their turn so we can get 3 extra mana from them. This is annoying, I don't want them attacking. So this can be countered by Scroll Shift, but we will go for it. We still get the campaign back. Alright, they actually have it. That is okay. But it has Summoning Sickness, so they actually cannot attack anyway. And we are getting the card. Like the extra card. So we taxed their mana, we prevented the whole attack. The only downside is that we lost a card. That's why this removal is so important. And I think we'll scry here. And they are going for the big play. They decided they need more fuel. Don't forget they play all the Leyline Binding, so they can remove any permanent. And we'll see what they will get. But they are burning through the card. They have 8 cards and they are starting to... What? Oh boy, they just need the Leyline, so it's fine. It's fine, and Analyze the Pollen will basically get them everything. Man, they are down to 19 cards already. Man, we can get them with single Jace, maybe. We'll definitely go for the Scry here. Good card is close to, like, you know, winning the game. And we get to 19. Oh man, I don't think we have so much time. I think we need something faster. Like, we are just trying to get the Jace. I don't think they will draw cards on the next turn. I think they will lowball all the cards they can. So, you know, just 1, 2, 3 drops. The problem is Leyline always has high converted mana cost. Very bad draw, needless to say. We could go for the Reef. Do you think they will block it? I'm not sure, I don't think so, because they know they need to be aggressive. We'll kill the Atraxa with Go for the Throat. So 2 mana is reserved. We could go Intimidation Campaign. I think we play this land, it's a good one. Let's see the card. I think it will be campaign, tome, draw with the tome, and go for the fraud. But Deadly Cover-Up would be perfect, but we have only 2 more, I believe, in the deck. So now we actually need to stop counting on it. Yeah, I think this is good enough. They might destroy it at the end step. But that will draw them cards, and they don't really want to do it. What about the Scroll Shift? They might have 1, maybe even 2, but I think usually you play 2 or 3, so there is a chance for 1 more Scroll Shift. They can protect 1 of the creatures, and we are low on removal. So it should be Atraxa, right? She is the most deadly one. And they cannot protect it, probably. We get it back. And yeah, we hold the mana for the dome. 1 Jace from the top should be enough to close this game, but we need to draw it. So the game will be fully decided by the fact if we can draw Jace. Because we are close to crumbling. I think we can defend for probably 1 to 3 turns depending on the quality of draws, and then we break. We need to get Jace in this time. And we'll draw with the tome and maybe even upkeep. I don't think we need it, right? Because 1 Jace should be enough. That's a bit of a problem. We don't want to take this hit, but it's only 6 damage, so it's fine. And the mana they will get won't make a huge difference. They will probably get 1 or 2 mana in there for the rest of the game from this land. So shouldn't be the biggest difference. Good call, good call. And they also disable up the Beanstalks. Now they can play expensive stuff. This is a very good play. Maybe we want to go Reef into Jace. Man, those draws, we won't win if we don't draw Jace. We need to really start doing something that is relevant. They have a lot here. Alright, that will get 1 card from the library. This is interesting. They try to get rid of their Up the Beanstalks, so they don't draw cards. What? Isn't this the last Overlord you would like to see here? That gets them exactly to 50. Bro, until now I was with them. Those were good plays, but Overlord? Oh, I think they lack power. I think they don't have other creatures. I think they just have to go for it. And hope that we cannot kill it in time. Which might be working, honestly. We need to see the card first, then we decide. Jace? Not good enough at Magic. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is. So I could try to go with the Reef, but I don't think we'll mill them in time. We need to draw Jace. This is a bit of a better draw. This is a better draw. So they're already in the burn range for Jace. So we probably kill this guy. Let's see the priority. That's super important. They have something, but it could be binding. We never know. We never know. We do it on their turn anyway, right? For summoning sickness. That is okay. Do we want it back? I think we do. I think we do. Well, if we do it now, so we can either trade 1 card. That's the problem. I actually need those 2 cards because I can Jace after double campaign. So I think it is worth it. They might protect the Overlord. And that means 6 extra damage, but I think it's worth a try. I think they have it. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So we still get 1 campaign, which is nice for us. Alright! Bro, they are going hard on this game plan. Good call in all honesty, but it lowers the damage super hard, and now every time they attack they need to draw extra cards. They don't really want to do it. Especially that we have Sharks, and we can mill 8 cards instantly. Down to 11. And by the way, this is how you try to disassemble this kind of decks. You cannot really fight their value. They were so pressured, they actually discarded cards every turn. Analyze the pollen, probably for another blue Overlord, because I guess they don't have more. I didn't count the green Overlords. 1, 2. This is strange. But okay. Maybe they just wanted to draw some cards, but I think they could order better, so they draw with the thing. And that's how we win. Told you. They cannot do anything about it. Let's go. And that's how we do it. Oh, they won't be happy about it. Oh, you can feel the salt in the air. Alright, I mean, we are doing the thing. Alright guys, our opponent is going first. However, we have very nice opening with, I mean, as good on the draw as we can, right? Okay, it is even better here. So we want to anti-annex them on the next turn, because they might draw annex here, so we want to duress them literally before turn 3. And if they have double annex, oh boy, I will rage quit this. Oh man, I hope they don't. So we have a cut down, which gives us a nice play with duress into cut down, and their 3 mana play is of course the slasher. And you need double black for this play, so you better play the black land. Let's duress and see those juicy annexes. That's what they really want. This is how they want to beat the game. Here you go with your tiny annex that is now in the graveyard where it belongs. It's very interesting because they literally did not play a bat. We actually had the counterplay, but it could be very close. Like if we didn't draw this cut down and we went for this play still, the bat would hit it. Oh, now you are learning, huh? Now you are learning. Now we say no. They would take Intimidation Campaign, destroying our value for this deck. And now we can always bounce Campaign when we can play it instantly. So it's basically safeguarded in the board, and this deck cannot beat it. They only have this 3 mana black card that kills a creature or enchantment, and nobody plays it really. It is a good card, to be honest. Alright, this will give us painless mana, even though it's not black, it's fine, it's good enough. And let's go with Campaign and get the sweet value. You can already feel. So their only choice, way to win this game is to draw another annex. If they don't, I think they cannot beat us. We would need extremely bad draw to, you know, get outvalued by this. And as you can see, look at their hand. They have all of those spells, and we made sure that our deck does not get hit by this. And here we go, that's how you do it. We go with Tome. We also have 2 mana open, which is sweet. You love the situation when you have 4 mana, because that's double play for 8-er value. Setting up the Tome, or just, you know, double removal if they go crazy. What a mad lad! Alright, not great for them right now. They still hit a land, so they definitely need 4 or 5 mana for their plays. But I'll be honest, unless they hit Annex, they cannot really win. Like, we will have always more removal. They had 3 mana, so if they had Annex, they would probably play it, but I will still duress them most likely. Even just for the campaign, right? I'm not sure if I will play this. They have bad, but we can remove it, so it's actually not good for them. And we of course want to remove it. I want to have some mana open. But first we will see what they have, of course. I don't think we'll hit Annex. When they draw it, they instantly will play it into the board. Oh boy. Oh, that is a blood letter, huh? I think it's Edict. And second, it will be Go for the Throat because it hits our reefs. And so they want to hit blood letter. You know what? I think this is a good value. We just want to keep going and keep going, because the more cards we have, the more removal we'll have, and at some point our density of removal will be higher than density of their creatures. And when you stack like 1-2 extra removal on top of them, I mean, they cannot do anything against you. Even if they draw Annex, it will be very good for them, but they still need demons to drain you. If you can respond to every demon instantly for 2 mana, they pay 4 or 5 mana for the demon. You are getting 3 mana positive basically. Alright, so what do I want to do? Draw a card and use Fountainport probably. So that means we have all the open mana. Dimir is kinda known for having, like, you know, 3 steps ahead and Phantom Interference. So I like having open mana, even though we don't play them, and nobody knows. Nobody knows, so they might still play around it. Perfect! Thank you, my friend. Absolutely thank you, my friend. So this would be a nice cut down. So we spent only 1 mana and we got the extra. Man, they will regret this bat so much right now. And it's just targeting, so even if they kill it in response, it doesn't matter, because the crime was already committed. And now you can see the galore of our amazing removal. Of course we'll draw a card, and now we cannot use the Fountainport, unless we really want to. I think we just want to draw cards. When we get this to 4, we'll be stacked with Jace and stuff. We might even go for triple Jace here. because I don't want to wait for 30 cards. We will try to get them at 45. So the first Jace will be sacrificial, and then we go double Jace. Here you are, my friend. And you can clearly see how this deck can just literally outgrind basically every deck. Their only chance to even compete with us is Annex on turn 3, and we have 4 Duress in the deck, so it's very hard. And even if they Annex, you can always mill them later. And that is... It's better on curve to play the Tome. Just because we have 4 mana, which is exactly 2+2 instead of 3+2. So yeah, we'll draw like this. And even though we have 5 cards, in reality we have probably like 15 cards from this. Like, in all honesty, you can chain Intimidation Campaign basically forever, so as long as you have mana to support it, you just never stop, bro. You just never stop. I appreciate our opponent trying to fight. Alright, Liliana is literally as good as it will ever get for them.
You're telling me what you
We will discard probably Anoint with Affliction, even though it hits the Ritual Chamber token. But we have enough Cardo that we can just literally outvalue them. Like, they will discard their own hand. Even though a removal is more useless for them, we still have Reefs and we'll draw them at some point. I mean, you know, one is in the hand. I should probably notice it. Alright, let's go for a card. So when they discard all of them, we start attacking with Reefs. And I don't need the Scry. We just want to keep playing lands. And we have... Oh my god, I should go for the Reef. It's fine. It's fine. I really want to go for Jace, to be honest. I think this will scare them as well. Let's go. This is first Jace. Because they don't really have counterplay against Jace. I'm not sure... I mean, they have bad, but they cannot remove it permanently. We know they don't have anything. We could take the risk and mill them even harder. And I really like it, because we can also get Intimidation Campaign. So we are saving the Tomes, even though it's a bit more mana efficient, I will just be greedy. Oh, but I don't have a creature to target. Deadly Cover-Up is nice. We could just draw cards here. No, we will do it later. Alright, alright. I'm taking this, we plus, we -6 on the next turn, we get Intimidation Campaigns back, and we draw into next Jace. That's the game plan. I think this is best. As you can see, they have Liliana, but they cannot really do much with her. She's so far from ultimating, and even when she will ultimate, we have 8 lands, which means that they cannot basically get more than 4 lands from us. And that's enough to cast a Jace. Let's go for Anoint with Affliction. Deadly Cover-Up is very expensive, but it extracts a card, which could be very nice. We could even extract Annex, but at this point I don't think it matters too much. Sure, Slasher is fine. This actually gives us a perfect target for Jace. So maybe we'll just be greedy and keep bouncing the campaigns with Jace. What do you do? Just unblockable, right? I mean, it's a nice deck for this type of deck. And honestly, I think we just go with Jace. Because we have... Here we go. Just... Exactly, my friend. They cannot get all the cards. We play the Reef. We could disable the Slasher completely. They cannot pump it, and we can always kill it. This will be a lot. Alright, let's go like this. I really like this play. So on the next turn we will go for the Jace. But we have such a nice target, it's just, you know, too tempting to not go for it. And they also have an awkward situation, because they really want to keep plussing Liliana, which means they need to sacrifice either a new card, Bloodletter that they definitely rely on, or go for the Throat that protects them against the Reef. So no easy choices, to be honest. Let's go with campaign first, and then we go for another campaign. They can hit our hand, but not permanently. Here we go. Man, we can literally try to drain them at some point. Those campaigns are doing work, man. And we keep 2 mana. Right? We have a basic. Yep, that's making sure. So we can always go for the throw. They know about it, you know, on the other side, so they won't go for display. So I think their best draw is trying to hit a Planeswalker removal, which will, you know, put a wrench in our strategy, but it's not a big deal. And now we have 21 plus 15, so 36 cards already. They are at 8 cards. And at this ratio, I'm not sure if they even can kill us. This won't do anything, but we still kill the Bloodletter. We discard a land. This land is actually very useful, to be honest, but we'll still discard it. To be fair, probably Intimidation Campaign would be the better choice. Yeah, you want it? You want it? You know what's going to happen. Oh, you think that we are scared? Let's go. Show me your 25 damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not how it works. And now we kill it with full moral victory. And of course we get the new cards. So we are very close to closing the game already. The Bloodletter is fully disabled. And we can even go for a pump on this Jace before we go for -6. But I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. They are ultimating on the next turn. So I think we'll try to find another Jace. So we will just try to go through the deck. We can also just literally go for the Reef, to be honest, because we can hit Liliana, which means that she's not ultimating. So we'll try to find the Jace win con. Thanks to having Intimidation Campaign and the Tomes, you can be super wasteful. Like, you can just waste everything, bro, because you have infinite value in this deck. Especially if you stack 3 of them. Like, the only constraint is your mana. And let's try to draw. We don't want to spend any mana, because this turn will be very mana intensive. 5 goes to Reef, probably. And rest to Jace, or something like this. Nope. By the way, we are at 33 already, somehow. Scry is the same as drawing cards here, basically. The only difference is that we would have 1 mana more, because we would play the land, but we need to pay 2 mana for it, so it's just a bad trade. There is a Jace there, and we'll get to it. Here you go, that's how you scry. So we go. I told you, they did not even go for Liliana ultimate, because the game is already over. But we could just hit Reef on Liliana and she wouldn't ultimate anyway. And here we go. I tell you, this Dimir is doing work, bro. And they know what it means. Let's go for 5. That's also why you need so much mana in this deck. 8 mana is your win con, basically. And they're like, did you really had the third one? And we are like, yes, bro, we really had the third one. And that's oh, they are nice. I appreciate it. We'll try to go quickly. Let's go. Alright, and I think they will give us the animation, because they're really nice. So I will go for the heart. Oh, they didn't! They actually waited. Alright, but I hope it was fun. That's how we beat those kind of decks. We are going on the play, so this is a risky hand. I mean, if we miss a land, we lose the game. So let's roll the dice. However, if we hit a land, this could be a very nice hand, because we have removal on turn 2, so we should get an empty board. Or at least we should, you know, try to keep it as clear as possible. Oh boy, this could be huge. They have to cast something on this. So I'm not using Edict because it's absolutely amazing. I mean, there's only one choice here. We go this, and we need to draw a land, and then we win. Because then we can kill the guard. We just need a land from the top. Easiest game of my life. Alright, that was pretty much it, right? Because they don't have a third creature, probably. Or do they? They actually have it. Alright. Triple creature, easy. Fortunately, but you can see this game. We are basically trying to hit as many removal spells as they draw creatures. And whoever whiffs first loses. Authority? Yep, that's game. And this is how you win. Like, this is legit game over. I appreciate this amazing tap, leaving just colorless mana. But at this point there is nothing they can do to come back to this game. Especially against double Intimidation Campaign. Like, the value we are getting from this is like completely unbeatable for them. And now we can start either sweeping or killing every creature. We'll do more removal than they will draw creatures, especially with Tome. And I will be greedy and just literally draw main phase to try to hit a land. We missed, but it doesn't matter. They lost already. Alright, so now they have a moment for some pump spells. Sure, absolutely, my friend. By the way, if they go for Intimidation, oh, that's smart. If they go for any of those, you can always target it. It will get warded, but you still targeted something, so it's a crime. And with this, I'll tell you, man, there is no way they can recover from this, which is so funny. This is a very good card, so I'm a little bit wasteful here. I could just go for the fruit, but it's way more fun this way. Like, how could you not use this when you can? And we'll keep the other deadly cover-up and just roll with it. As you can see, the whole game boiled down to this third land. If we miss, this would not be close, we would get rolled over, but now we roll over them. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, especially the last game. It shows how incredibly dominating this deck can be against the aggro decks, because look how quickly you can remove and interrupt their game plan and remove creatures. Cut downs, Duress, like you have so many 1-mana plays, and even Vortex, in normal you don't like bounce spells because you know, you lose value, you invested a card to just get them one turn behind, basically. However, with all the pump spells, you can just bounce it in response, and that means that they lost the pump spell, and you actually trade it evenly, and the tempo is like an extra. So this is why this type of cards is getting a little bit better lately. And yeah, with Tomes and Intimidation Campaigns, you can just go absolutely crazy on the value. You can even use Jace because you have 4 off. That means the first one can be wasted, and you can still, you know, draw remaining 2 relatively quickly. With 3, when you use the first one and you are left with only 2 Jays, this could be the last card of your deck, and then you won't win. So that's why we go for all the way with 4 off, and Deadly Cover Up is amazing just to stabilize the gameplay, especially that both Intimidation Campaign and Mazemind Tome gains life on top of drawing cards. So this deck actually is extremely hard to kill, and you have seen it. I think we went to like 33 or 35, something like this. How often Dimir accidentally gets to 35? Like, bro, they accidentally get to -1 if anything. So guys, I really enjoyed this deck. This is the type of grindy deck. The only downside, of course, you don't have counter spells, but basically Jace is your counter spell. But Sloth, it's not even an instant. Of course it isn't. It doesn't have to be. You know how Mono Red beats Forge decks? It hits their face. Do you know how Mono Red beats enchantment decks? It hits their face, because when you are dead, your cards don't work anymore. And that's how Jace works. Basically, you don't need to answer artifacts, enchantments, anything that is annoying on the battlefield and hard to remove, because you just remove player playing those cards and the cards go with them. So yeah, this is honestly the answer, because Dimir has a very hard time, handling all the weird permanent types, and if you let one good card in the battlefield like Forge, it is extremely problematic. So that's why you go with the Jace and you just mirror them, because that's your answer for everything that you cannot counterplay basically. And that's one of the reasons you don't super need counter spells here, because your counter spell is just Jace killing them. All you need to do is stall the game for 30 cards in the library, sometimes even faster, because you can burn the first Jace. So even on 45 with a good draw you can burn them, and yeah, that's how you do it. So before we wrap it up, just a huge thank you for all the patrons. We did not forget about you guys. I just got a little bit too excited about Dimir, but I really thank you for all the support. Really thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my favorite type of gameplay, and I hope it was the same for you. So thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.